In the summer of 2019, my friend Abhijit and I went on an epic road trip down the eastern seaboard of the United States. We braved the Carolinas, got through Georgia somehow, and ended up in Central Florida. We went by car. Join us as we journey through the dredges of society. This is JJJinks Truck Stop Road Trip. Part 1, The Journey.
Time to get breakfast in a New Jersey diner. Check this out. We got the chrome finish. Yeah, it's a New Jersey diner. Dig it. In New Jersey, we're so patriotic, we even paint our pallets with the American flag.
We're going to start off by going around 295, swing by the Delaware River, and do a drive-by of Philadelphia, home of Sly Stallone. Philadelphia is a very old city. There are tons of historic sites, and it's got a really cool skyline. I love the way these buildings look from a distance. Very geometric. It's a really fun city to visit. Get yourself a cheesesteak and find a museum and just chill. It's a great place. We're going to keep on going and avoid Baltimore and Washington, D.C., but we'll make a stop south of Richmond at Davis Auto Center in Stony Creek, Virginia. Well, first thing I found was this USB charger with like troll hair. And they had some kind of bean bag pillows, and these are those shot glasses you see all over the place. I liked this one, Zombie Brain Juice. That's kind of cool. What else they got? Sound advice. And over here we have what appear to be like little rubber band figures, keychains. Never seen that before. Oh my goodness. I mean, why would you take the cardboard off? Just leave it like that, hang it in your closet the way it is. That is hilarious. And they have Muppets. This place has all kinds of weird shit. Some kind of mermaid and oh god, it's creepy. Of course, I gotta try it out. Hold on. Let me show my hand up there. It's kind of a tight fit. Oh god, it's even worse than I thought. Hello! Okay, let's look at something else. Really colorful, like Beanie Babies, I guess? Oh, look at that one. I like that one. Plastic mermaid dolls, sure. Lots of Disney stuff, which is weird. We're pretty far from Florida. Oh, okay, they have all these like little coloring and I'm not sure, decoders, farm, and tons of doll accessories to dress them up. Squirt guns and pinball games, caps, remember those? Heroes, firemen. Comes with a sledgehammer too. Tons of this stuff, yo-yos and unicorn keychains. And then you got these signs that you put on your basement wall, I guess. Oh, check this out. I've seen these before. They're like toy trucks with random stuff on them. Oh my god, that's creepy. Anyway, here's a glass truck and some glass swords and some knives. This looks like probably master cutlery type stuff. So, nothing really good, but fun to look at. I didn't buy any. Maybe I should have. And you got some more of these like Day of the Dead skulls. Oh, there's the salt shaker thing. We've seen that before. Some like glass wire tree things. Here's a chef. More salt shaker stuff. Another unicorn, a snake. There's just such random stuff in here. I love it. And here's a monkey clapper. Yeah, not creepy at all. Kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's. So this looks
candy
like some kind of
text
a text messenger candy dispenser. I really regret not buying one of these. I
Oh, it's like a.
have to know
You
how
can
that
print
works.
words on candy.
I don't know. Oh, and here's one of those quarter or coin pusher machines, like Arcade Matt mastered. Check out his channel. And coming over here, we have a giant piece of beef jerky. Wow. We got like toy cars and trucks, and that's pretty much everything I wanted to show in this place, which is most of it. I'm going sideways so you can kind of read these names. You see these like keychain things, and yeah, that's pretty much everything. Let's move on. Interesting. Speaking of interesting, we're going to go into South Carolina and take a left in Littleton, where we'll find the Cryptozoology and Paranormal Museum. Let's check it out. Okay, this is a really neat place. So the guy that owns this place moved from New York when he saw how cheap the houses were down here, and soon after he realized it's haunted. He also likes to go out in the woods and find Bigfoot tracks. And you can go on tours, camping tours, where you go out and find your own tracks. Whether or not you believe in this stuff, it's still really neat.
This thing just came in. This is a gentleman that came in and basically was talking about how he got this thing in the Philippines years ago. I think he was in the military, if I'm not mistaken. And he bought this monkey skull. And he thought it was just kind of creepy and stuff. And now he's had it for so many years, he wants to get rid of it. Yeah, he just wanted to get rid of the thing. He thinks it's cursed. He said it's, he didn't want to just damage it or burn it or throw it away. So he came here and mentioned to me, can I give it to you, donate it to the museum? And we get a lot of things offered to us. I give him my card. If it comes, it comes. The other day, the box shows up here, and I don't know what the heck it is. I forgot all about it. I opened this thing, I was like, what the hell is this? And of course, the note's in there. But it's just kind of a creepy item. The 10 minor off her. And literally, she was like, we had the other room, it was just a living room set up, people coming in for ghost hunts. So we take you to other places. We actually take you out, give you K2 meters, millimeters. It's real ghost hunting. The creepiest thing we have is the haunted hay crane behind you. In 1963, someone actually hung themselves from that rope. That came out of Granite Falls. That was the Satterwhite family. They reached out to us and said, can you help us? We have this hay crane. It's been in the family forever. It's over 100 years old. We had a family member commit suicide. Since then, we've been cursed. We've had 5 tornadoes hit the farm, multiple suicides, suicide attempts, drugs, alcohol, you name it, the full gamut. Even a friend of theirs, this was shackled up in one of the barns, was messing around the rope. They said, don't touch it. So he's being a clown, swinging from it. On the way home, gets in a car accident, paralyzed for life. So they blamed a lot of things on this. So I go up there to actually, see if I can help them out. And Granite Falls is up the mountains. It's roughly 3.5 hours away. So I drive up there on a Wednesday, I leave early. By the time I get there, I call the guys and I say, listen, okay, I'm here. And they go, good, you were here early, so what time are you going to come? And the brothers are all in their 40s and stuff. They go, oh, we're not coming. So what do you mean you're not coming? I just drove 3.5 hours. Oh, no, we left the key outside the barn. There's a flashlight inside. Use that to find the breaker panel. We put a piece of tape up. Had it all staged for me. This thing's back in the barn on one of the shelves. So I go in there and I use millimeters. I'm getting all kinds of activity off it. Long to the short, obviously it ended up here. So we smudge this on a regular basis. It is one of the items my wife's not happy about being in the house.
So this is basically just a giant claw.
Yeah, it's basically back then, this is before hay was rolled and baled. Loose hay would have been cut, and you would have kept it up in a loft or someplace in the barn, keep it as dry as possible because you're using it as feedstock.
Yeah.
That would have been a loner casket. So if you had a loved one, let's say you're going to have a cremation, but you want to put them out for a viewing for the day, you could rent that for the day for, I think it was like $300. And they say somewhere between 50 and 60 bodies went through it. They're not really sure.
Whoa.
That one had leakage. They couldn't use it anymore. It was just in the back of a funeral home, sitting there for ages. And basically, they asked me once we started doing this if we were interested. It used to be laid out here. It just took up too much room, so we want to get more displays in here. We got more stuff. You can see this room's still in flux. I still got to put, flatten off these. These are actually shooter's plays out of JCPenney's.
Oh, I see.
But basically, I got to get lucite over the front. Once I get everything done, waiting for my interns should be coming in next week. We're getting done with school. That's what the TV is, filling in for them. I mean, because when I get crazy in here, I'm busy up there just talking and trying to sell a couple of T-shirts and stuff. And, so literally, when we have crazy days, I'll have myself and 2 other people in here. One girl stays in here, one usually sits in the middle, kind of just directs traffic, and just try to keep everyone's interest and keep things going. So for a little museum, we are busy, we bring a lot of people in. And then, like I said, tonight, thank God, we don't have any ghost hunts. But we've been doing them night by night. I mean, so 2 hours are not too bad for me. I mean, obviously better money the longer. We do 2 hour, 4 hour overnighters. The overnighters get painful. I mean, I'll usually, if the paranormal work is not bad, I still have to be in the weather police. I go out and lay in the truck for a while, get a couple of Z's. But I mean, otherwise it's just nonstop. When I have my interns here, it's not too bad. They can kind of babysit park. We get a lot of things given to us. Now, this African piece, we get activity off, and this is something the guy had from Warrington. Very, very exotic house over the years. A lot of African carvings, and he had this up on a piece of furniture, and he kept coming in. The thing was facing out the window. He'd rotate it, have it face back, go away. 20 minutes, so I come back, it's facing out the window again. So after a while, he said, enough of that. He's done.
What's this? Up here? I don't know.
That's the original
Fiji mermaid.
Oh. Yeah, so we actually have one artist rendition over here of a famous steak section. And this is the same artist that's made a couple of pieces for us. And we've got it up here.
Yeah. That's so cool.
I have more stuff I put on YouTube and put on our Facebook page and on my web page. The better it is. People love it. I mean, as soon as we have a new sighting, I'll get 20, 30 people come in that day. All the regular Bigfooters, like, what do you got? What was what time of day? How big was it? You know, they were into it. And they flock down to Medoc Mountain. The state park loves us. We've had Travel Channel down there. I mean, you would think a state park would be like, hey, listen, we don't want to be any part of this. With our festival and stuff, it's just the opposite. Now they even mention it on their webpage. They don't want to say they believe in Bigfoot or don't, but they'll say, really, book is a journal.
Yeah, it's still like, it's just, you just want,
I mean, my daughters love them.
you just need the cover.
Yeah, basically.
I definitely, I do want to get one of those. I've been looking on,
Check it out.
but it's like,
I'm gonna let this guy in. Oh
yeah, that's cool.
no! This channel coming through is a real big deal for this little tiny town, this small museum. So we've had some pretty good stuff coming through, but the sightings just keep on coming in. You guys want to see a little bit of the paranormal stuff? You guys into the ghost stuff?
Not really.
Okay.
We're gonna go let them look at some of the prints.
Yeah, go check it out.
Come on, let's.
I don't know what's going on here, but, oh, this is the fake stuff. Fake stuff. The fucking railroad spikes with it. It's an Indian artifact. And I just found bullets on the ground.
We're going to come back to the road and head down to South Carolina, where there's this place off the road in Burlington called JR Cigar, world's largest cigar store. And remember, socialism stinks. Cigars don't.
Here's the clearance rack. $208 for 20 pack.
This place is really awesome. It smells just heavenly, if you like that old tobacco smell. And they have just anything you want, except for like Cuban. So while we look around at these cigars, I should mention, or I'd like to mention, that JR's used to be a lot bigger. There was a lot more to the store than just the cigars and the cigarettes. They sold like all kinds of, I don't know, leather and like jackets and stuff, and just weird tchotchkes. I'll show you some photos in a moment. But that was a long time ago. Now they just sell cigars and cigarettes, and it's a shame because it was a really neat place to stop and just walk around, rest your legs while you're on the road. Look at all this stuff. It's all gone. Yeah, I guess it's the economics of the times. So here's a street view of the place. This is all used to be filled with that stuff, and now you can see there's just big signs that point you to where they sell cigars and cigarettes. And the whole building's empty. It's all empty, except for this little spot at the end where I just showed you the inside of. Big empty parking lot, and yeah, so it's a shadow of its former self, and that's all that remains. No road trip isn't complete with a stop at a Love's, and we did not have far to go. So one of the things that I love about Love's is their stuff is so random, and it is different from store to store for the most part. There's like these plushies I haven't seen before, and I just, oh god, one of those color changing sequence pigs or something. You get a lot of these mystery packages, animals and eggs, a slime shaker with a mystery bug. I bought that. Yeah, I needed it. And then more mystery goo bug things. But I spotted something over here that really caught my eye, and they were knives. And these are the knives that I've already bought, all the different kinds. I got one of those too. So I didn't buy any of those since I already own them all, but it was nice to see them again. Still for sale.
First of all,
Moving along, we found our old friends, the Squirmals. Yes, they are weird. Oh yeah, and like, I don't know what that is. Whatever. Coming around the corner, we got sunglasses and more of these leather purse things. That's something you see in all the Loves. And then we come over here to these bins of random stuff. You got back scratchers, and here's a pen shotgun.
it's a pen.
Yeah, I bought that. I needed
And
it.
here's some knives. Here we go.
These are other knives and things. I bought some of these too.
This,
None of them are any good, and they're overpriced, but I don't have any of those, so I just bought them all. Spent way too much money on them. I got these already, I got those already, the bullets and AKs and pistols, and oh, here's something different. It's these key knives. I bought some of those too, just because I didn't have any. And here's something cool.
flashlight.
It's a hand grenade flashlight, and it was also a laser pointer. These are just dumb keychains, I don't care. Anyway, let's get out of here. If you're going to drive through the Carolinas, we have got to talk about this place called South of the Border. We're literally south of the border from North to South Carolina, where you'll see shit like giant psychedelic jackalopes and dinosaurs and weird animals that don't even exist, and lots of cultural appropriation. From the highway, the first thing you'll see is this giant sombrero, which you can go inside of. There's also like giant gorillas and green giraffes, and the world's largest beer stein. So I'm basically just going to take you a tour on a bunch of the shops, and it's going to be a lot of random stuff. So much so that I'm just going to let the footage roll, and if you get bored, you can skip ahead to the 33-minute mark. So this, I'm talking like 15 minutes of looking at stuff that you could buy at south of the border, and there's just such an immense variety that I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to take you through it. I'll see you on the other side.
Christmas shop. Jigsaw puzzle.
check this out. World peacekeeping missiles.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Check this out.
place is pretty much done. That's what I remember of it, at least. That's crap. Probably. I don't have one. I don't have one of these, but I have a similar one.
Ed Wood. Ed. Is it easy to hold or something?
I don't know. Hi.
Sorry.
That's the exit.
I thought that was the door in my closet.
That's smart. Wow. Hello. How you doing? These are those mortars. Big things. Are you a fan of freedom? Oh, crap. Right across from that, China's power.
How the hell are you gonna light it? Is that the fuse?
Probably not. They have a fire extinguisher, but it hasn't been inspected yet. Holy crap. How many is in this? $16,000.
I think I've finally gotten my fill of looking at random stuff. Fireworks are cool, but I gotta get back on the road. Let's hit it. And if you thought the Cryptozoology Museum was cool, we found a place heading south called the UFO Welcome Center, owned by that guy. Yeah, you gotta see this. So picture this. You pull off the highway, you go down some small road, you turn into a gas station, and you see this. Holy shit. Alright, we gotta go have a closer look. So, this was built by some guy,
It's
like all by himself, out of scrap.
Maybe.
And it's like just in this small podunk town. There's nothing else in it. But there it is, the UFO Welcome Center. And he lives in that trailer. I don't know if he was there back then, but didn't see him. Now, that enter your own risk warning you see there, I listened. Apparently you can actually go inside the UFO and climb up some shoddy stairwell and get to the top.
What?
But
North people,
this
yeah.
thing looks like it was going to collapse, so I stayed out. There were some people who came up after us, and they did go in there. I'm not sure if they survived, though, because we left.
I suppose I could have walked in.
This guy might also be growing marijuana. I'm not sure. But yeah, that definitely looks like weed. But whatever, that's cool. I mean, it's cheaper than opiates. So here's what it looks like, kind of the underbelly. And at this point, it just kind of looks like a hoarder lives here. But no, it's a UFO. And some other random equipment.
Yeah. I thought I read there was a donation box.
And we'll get a final parting shot. Incredible. And enough weirdness. We're just going to go straight through to Florida, where we're going to go down the coast and turn right into the Cocoa Beach, Cape Canaveral, Merritt Island area, where we'll see things like stellar beaches and piers, Ron John Surf Shop, one of a kind, rockets, a really rusty, gnarly flea market. I'll take you to Phil's comic shop, and I'll show you the dinosaur store and the Lone Cabbage Fishing Camp, where we go boating with alligators. Stay tuned for more, folks.